Hello! Today I felt like filming, so that's what I'm doing. And I have already put on my makeup and I used this sponge. Oh my god, how big it gets! It's such a long time since I used one of these sponges and I'm just like, ugh. Oh my god. I've seen so many videos with disgusting things coming out of these, so I'm a little... Okay. Why do I do that? But yeah, I just want to say I think it's ridiculous how big this gets. Let's put it there. Today I'm using I'm going to do one video in the Juvias Place series. I don't know if this is coming up after, what is that? After the other one, because this is the first video I'm recording after the other one, but yeah, never mind. But this is the Afrique palette that we're going to use today. And it looks like this. I think I have used maybe a shimmer or I have just swatched them, but otherwise I have not used this. And I was going to do a palette bingo, but I've changed my mind because I'm in a bad mood and I want to do whatever I want. So I will see what I'm going to do. Let's see, and I'm going to use that brush a little more that I liked the last time. And if I didn't say it, I have already done my base, obviously. Ow. And I used this to do my brows today. It's the Revolution Pro eyebrow cushion. I've used this once before. I think it was in my a full face of first impression that I did with Anya. I think it was. And it's, you know, one of these where you open up the lid and there is a cushion with stuff. And I have auburn. I always have auburn and it's really good. I really like it. It's so easy to apply. I like it. Let's see what we are going to do. I must have used that shade. It looks like it. Yeah, never mind. I did a red look the other day, so I don't feel like doing that. Maybe I will try the yellow. Yeah. I have heard that this yellow is not that good, but we'll see. Just putting it here. It's so weird because I felt like filming because I wanted to talk a lot. Because, you know, I live alone and Gunvald is not here. Not that I sit and talk to him, but, you know. But now when I'm filming and started the camera, I'm like, nope, don't feel like talking. It's so weird. It's like I have already thought about what I was thinking about. I have already thought about what I was thinking about. That does not sound correct. The yellow is not the most pigment that I've seen, but I can see it at least. Never mind, I don't have a plan, I just feel like playing a bit. And the main reason is really that I have been doing something for a long time. Some of you may know what it is and others may guess. I don't know. I don't care, but I don't feel like talking about it per se. But the thing I'm doing has I've come into a, is it called a rut? I don't know, but it doesn't no, nothing is happening right now with that thing, and it's so frustrating and I feel so bad. And I feel like I was thinking about this when I went home from that place that I was visiting, that in Swedish I would say, if I would translate what I would say in Swedish, I would say that I feel so bad, but that does not mean what it means in Swedish, because bad sounds more like I have done, like I would say in Swedish, I would like to say jag är en dålig person. But in English, I'm a bad person. I don't think the thing I mean with Swedish expression it doesn't sound like that when I say it in English. That I feel so bad. Jag känner mig så dålig. And I can't, my brain has stopped, so I don't know how to translate it, but it's like, no, I don't know how to translate that feeling right now. Maybe if I think about it, there is obviously a good word for it, but can't think of it right now. But it's not a nice feeling anyway. It's kind of very similar to feeling useless, you know. And it's so annoying because it's just my own fault. It's not like it's anybody's fault, but it doesn't make it easier. Now I'm taking the red, the orangey red, the car. What is it that? No. And it's so weird because today I have felt a lot. You know, I have not worked today because I have a day off. I must just say how this brush is excellent. It's like, it's so pointy that you put it on and it's very, you know, specific. You get a very precise application, but then it's also, you know, blending it out. I have had this brush for like forever and I have not used it. Stupid. This is excellent. And now I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah. I have been thinking for a while about all the nice things. You know, all the people I have met through YouTube. And it feels like I have so many more friends now than I had before. I had friends before, but for me it's like, it's hard to translate that as well, but I had like a few very, very close friends, and then I have friends that I could tell them everything, but I don't consider them close because we don't hang out that much. Not that, you know, that defines how close a friend is, but in this particular sense, it's like that. It just is like that, because it's someone like, I would say that in the beginning of this year at least, I felt like I often say that I have 4 very close friends. Yeah, just leave it like that. And then I have some that I would call very close as well, that I work with, because I've gotten close to them, and that feels really good because I felt so alone for a really long time at work. Not that there is not good people there, but they have not been my friends. They have been my co-workers, you know. It's not people that I would hang out with maybe at home. And not that that's my choice, but that's the way it is. But now I feel like I consider some people at my work very close friends anyway. And then I have a lot of people that, no, I have like maybe 2, 3 other friends that if I see them, I would not be hesitant to talk about anything, you know, secrets and whatever. But it's just like it's just not in the inner circle, you know. It's really hard to explain what I mean without hurting anyone either, but and that's it, you know. And then there are people like you say hey to when you meet them, but yeah, you would never be invited to their wedding, for instance, even though you maybe thought you would. Look at this. It's such a good brush. I love it. What should we do next? I want to use the green and the blue, but I don't know. Let's go in with the green. Never mind if I fuck this up. But yeah, that was it anyway. And I know that's a lot more friends than some people have, but it's also a lot less. You know, it's like this. If something would happen to me, good or bad, before there were 4 people I would tell. Now there are 5, because some have fallen out as well. But let's keep it like that's the people I would tell instantly, like either if I was getting pregnant or something, or if something bad happens, there would be 5 people I would tell right away. But now, when I started YouTube, it's like that circle has moved around everything in a good way. And it feels like I have so many more friends and so many more people, even though I have only met like a few. It's like I have so many more close friends that I would talk to about stuff. And some are 20, some are 25, some are 30, some are 40, some are 50, you know, it doesn't matter. And that is so much fun to just think about. And I have found that both in Sweden and in the UK and in Australia and in the US and in the Netherlands, you know, all over the world. And that is just so amazing. And it's just because you have a YouTube channel, and not even that, but that helped me. But some are not creators, they're people that comment on the videos, and they comment that you know so much that you recognize them and talk to them. And I just think, I don't know if this has a point where I'm going with this, but I just feel like talking about it. But it's so amazing that you can meet people that you would call friends. I call a lot of you friends for a reason. The people that are on my list I consider you my friends. And that's just amazing. And I watched Angelica Nyqvist vlog where she is in New York on some Ipsy event. I'm not very good at that stuff, but it was some kind of event. And I just, you know, that would be so amazing to go and meet so many of your friends for real, because the only thing that's holding you back is, you know, it's expensive to travel to US and UK and all around. And you also, you know, you need to have the time, and when you have the time, the other person has to have the time. You know, there are so many factors to count in, but I can just imagine how amazing that trip would be to visit all of my friends like that. And I hope to do that sometime, but not now. But yeah, I just thought about it. And sometimes when I don't feel like doing YouTube because I don't have the time, I still feel like doing YouTube because it's a way to talk to my friends. It's a way to talk to you. And yeah, you know, I hope you get what I mean. I'm very, what's that called? I was going to say scatterbrain, but I don't think that's the correct term. But now I thought of another thing, but that's not what it's called either. In Swedish, it would be called flummig, because, you know, I'm all over the place. that was empty. But yeah, I hope you get what I mean. I really like this. And I would not be able to do this if I hadn't had this brush. And it's taking forever, but it's kind of soothing. I think I'm going to take the blue here. Just a little bit. But it's so fun that you can think of all the positive things, you know, with friends and everything. And at the same time, you can feel so alone and useless and sad. It's so weird. Because when someone says that they feel alone, I feel like, but you're not alone. You have, at least you can call me, you can text me. I'm always available. But at the same time, I know what I mean. Because when you are in a certain mindset, you don't want to bother anyone. And you feel stupid and ridiculous, and yeah. That's so weird. And you just be alone instead. And if you don't have friends that understand that, they can easily take offense and leave you. Because they think, well, she doesn't want to talk to me anyway, or she's so boring because she's always feeling bad, or I mudded it up a bit here, so I'm going to fix that. Yeah. She's so boring, she never wants to go anywhere, and she, you know. But I'm happy that I have friends that understand. And I understand them. That I muddied up a bit. I need some kind of transition between those shades. I think I'm going to take this. I'm sorry, but I really need to focus right now. Isn't there a purple in here? No. Let's take this here then. This blue is not the best blue I worked with, so that could also be a factor. Let's just put it on, because when you pack it on, it's really pretty. But it gets really patchy if you start to blend it. Let's just do that. And this is a good brush for that as well, considering how it's made. Now it's a good blue when you do it like that. Now I'm just going to do what I did so it looks the same on both sides. Like that. Now I want to have a shimmer. Oh no, I got fallout. And it's like, I used to say that I had 4. No, that was not correct. I don't have 5 friends. No, ignore that. But before I started YouTube, let's keep it like that, I had 4 close friends. Now they are 3. And it's not my decision that they are only 3. But it's like, I think I have talked about this before, but I just started to think about it again. I'm just going to swatch the shimmers. And it's like, I have a best friend. I would say a best friend. maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but it would really surprise me if she watches my videos. But I don't consider her that right now, because when you have a best friend that is pregnant and she hasn't told you yet, that says to me that she doesn't care. I know that she's pregnant, but I have found that out through other people. So she has not told me, and apparently I'm not important enough for being her person to tell that she is pregnant. Which shade? I'm going to take the green. Let's see. And I'm like, fine. I have felt a long time that she doesn't care that much. And it's the usual thing. When a person has so many friends that they can't keep, you know, they have so many friends that at the end of the day you are not one of the important ones. And it's a really tough thing to realize that a person that you consider to be one of your absolute best friends, absolute closest friends, one you could, you know, take a bullet for, doesn't even care to tell you that they are pregnant. It's like you have told all your family and all your important friends, but not me. And fine if you are scatterbrained or whatever, but I just think for me that type of thing is very important. And my friends know that that type of thing is important for me, because I don't want to be the last to know. What was that? Well, that was weird. It sounded like a window started shaking because I could hear the thing you roll down so no one can see in and vibrate it. Weird. I was away today at a place down in Skåne where I live that is called Vellingeblomman, and it translates to Vellinge is a city, or you know, where people live, and Blomman means flower, the flower. And they started selling flowers and such, but now they are famous for, you know, they have a very famous Christmas exhibition. I don't know. They sell stuff like decoration and such. And they have Halloween stuff. I tried to film when my mom and I walked in Halloween tour. It was so scary. I filmed when most of the scary things were over, but I screamed. Går du före? Så vi ser om det händer någonting. Jag tror vi har passerat det äckligaste nu. Nu får du gå in där så vi ser om det händer något. Nej, men här, se om det händer. För här är så tyst. Här är jättetyst. Vad lång den är. Nu är jag tyst igen. Alltså väggarna är läskigast. Åh fy fan. But I bought this. It's licorice with viol. What's that called? Violet? No, that's not the same. I will try to find what it's called here. It's so good. It's sweet licorice. Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. But it was probably nothing. Just me complaining about not being important. Yay! And I guess it all comes down to me being, you know, I'm always the tag-along friend. You know, no one invites me. They invite my friends and I tag along. It's like, that's why I'm very skeptical when people say nice things or do nice things or talk to me, because usually it's because they want something. Because that have been the case before, that I have stuff that people can use, like car, for instance. That's why I have a very hard time believing people that are saying nice things. Because I think maybe I'm pretty boring. Or annoying, because of I have my anxieties, and that means that I don't want to go out to social things that often, but I would still like to be invited to make my own decision. And I have a friend that knows that. She always invites me, and she doesn't take offense when I don't want to go, but sometimes I go. It's really fun. This blue is making it really hard for me. And this is not a blue you want to blend. And still I tried. Why? I'm not going for a work appropriate look. I'm just doing stuff and talking to myself. I would have liked a purple in here, because there are blue, red, green and yellow, and it would be nice to have, you know, the colors, to be able to mix them together better. It would be nice to have a purple and an orange, more orange, and yeah, that would be nice. Let's take the red. Why not? Let's be a clown. So I can just sit here and feel sorry for myself for no reason at all. I guess it's because that person that I'm talking about sent something to me, and I thought it was like, hey, let's talk. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, it wasn't. I don't know what to say, when I meet her, if I ever meet her again, and see that she has 2 sheep. Am I going to pretend that I knew all along? Not pretend, because I did know. But at the same time, I wouldn't have known if a person hadn't told me. I hate when people rely on social media to keep you updated, because I have social media, but there are a lot of people and a lot of my friends that don't have social media. So if you post something on social media, that doesn't mean that you have told everyone. Just saying. If you care, you tell me in person, or at least in a message to me. This really looks ridiculous. Maybe I should try to use the blue here. I've almost used all the shades in this palette. But when I was going to do that with the tribe, it seemed so much harder. That's why you don't, or no, that's why I don't plan that much. The only color that has made a mess so far is the blue, because it's really patchy and it doesn't work that good if you don't pack it on and then don't blend it. Like that. I'm sorry for being such a bad person. But that's just what's on my mind. And I'm not saying it so that you should all go and write that I'm not a bad person. Because then you would be lying. But I just feel like saying it. And now I got sad. Weird. Yeah, what should we do? I used all shades except 3. Weird. I was not planning on doing that. Then I can use those shades and I can say that I have used all shades. Well, 2 exactly the same videos after each other. Well, I guess I have to record something else as well. Now I'm just taking the 2 browns. I'm going to take the gold shimmer on top of them. Doesn't matter, it's not like I'm going somewhere. God, I really feel how bitter I sound. Is that the same word in English? Bitter? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't post this video where I'm just sitting and complaining and feeling sorry for myself. Am I blue under the eyes now? Yes. I can never brush away fallout. It doesn't work. My skin is too moist even though I have powdered. Never mind. Like I said, it's not like I'm going somewhere. I have used all 12 shades. Weird. All 12 shades. And 9 of them I have used without, planning on using all the shades. Now I just did the last 3 browns because why not? But yeah, let's do an eyeliner. Maybe I shouldn't cut that out for once. Since I'm here and being boring, I can be boring with this as well. And now I have to throw this away. I'm going to buy a new NYX Epic ink liner but I want to buy it on Black Friday because I hope there will be some sale. Because now, I don't know if you can see, but the what's that called? Bristle, maybe, are sticking out. So if I use this, I will have black everywhere. And after using that, I don't think my Kat Von D is that good anymore. But I have a backup of this, so that's why I'm using it. It's not as black as the Epic ink liner. That's annoying. Well, it doesn't have to be a perfect blend. Because when I'm sitting like this, I can see that the green and the blue here is not blended very well, but never mind. Well, they are not even. Oops. Like that. Now they're even. I just feel like I think I have to blend here a bit. But I must say the yellow is still there. It hasn't disappeared. So that's okay. It's not a terrible yellow. I have used worse. And blues and purples are the ones that are usually bleh. There are no purples in this, not really. So the blue is very pigmented, but like I said, it's since it is a matte, you want to blend it. God, I'm so blue here. But yeah, can I do that? People always do that. I think it will help. God, that annoys me. That green there. Blend it, blend it, blend it. That's better. That's much better. Let's take mascara, because I don't feel like putting something on the lower lash line. Like that. I put on Jeffree Star Scandal from the last Christmas collection, right? Yeah, it's, you know, that came out with the Alien palette, I think. It's white with super sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. So it's really hard to tell if the inside is sparkly or not, but this was sparkly. There are teeny tiny sparkle, so it's not like a metallic or a glitter, but it's just like it looks like you have a lip gloss on without it being sticky. And it's cool tone, and I feel like having a cool tone. Yeah, never mind. I don't think my message got across because I'm so complainy. But the thing I was going to say is that I'm so happy about all the people that I have met through YouTube, and a lot of you I would actually call one, you know, my closest friends right now, because I have talked to you so much, and some of you I've talked, you know, besides YouTube. So I don't want to say any names because I'm so afraid that I will get stressed out and forget someone, but a lot of you I consider my close friends. You may not consider me your close friend, but I consider you my close friend, and both creators and people that are not creators. And and that's so amazing because it's just amazing. There are so many amazing people out there. And now my mind is drifting off. I'm getting sad. But yeah, I think this look is fun. Would I do it for work? No. Not because I'm not comfortable wearing it, because it's blah. Not because I'm not comfortable of wearing it, but more likely that I don't feel the need to have people commenting on it all day long. Now I'm going to... I don't think I will record another video because I don't feel like it. So you will have 2 exactly the same videos in a row, probably. We'll see. God, Molly and Linda, I'm so sorry. I just realized that this is the Juvias Place series and I just made a video that is so negative and boring, and that will be in this series. I'm sorry. I didn't think of it. But yeah, I'm sorry. But this is the Juvias Place series that I'm continuing because I have, for now, if I don't count this, I have 4 more palettes that I need to do. Or that I feel like doing. And like I said, I was going to do a palette bingo with this, a freak palette, but instead I made a all shades in a palette video. Weird. But it was like therapy. So I've used all the 12 shades in this. And that is pretty happy. And I really like that like I said, I used this brush, the Sigma Small Taper Blending Brush E45. It's amazing. And it really made me, you know, I put the yellow on first. If you have seen the video, you saw that. But then I took the red and I kind of made a different shape because I made the red go down here a bit. And then the green, so they are kind of overlaying like this. Instead of being like this, they are like this. I hope you understand what I mean. And that was really cool. And I would like to do this technique but with a palette with shades that I feel like go more together or easier to blend into each other. Like, you know, the pastel palette or something from Sugar Pill. Well, we'll have to see. But yeah, I really like it anyway, and I think it's fun. Now it sounded again. Sounds like someone is throwing themselves at the wall so that the window shakes. Scary. Hate my neighbors. Well, now I'm creeped out and I have been filming for 50 minutes, but I will cut out when I was sitting and just looking. But yeah, now I'm scared, so I'm going to bed. Sorry for this video, but sometimes you just feel like doing this type of video. And I don't think I made a lot of sense, but that was not the point. But I really liked the video. No, not the video, the palette. And I really liked the brush I was using. I really like this lipstick. I think I will have that tomorrow at work, actually. I like cool tones and I love that there are glitter in it. Pinky glitter. Did I say that it was called Scandal? So it kind of looks like the packaging. But it's not super much. It's just like when you turn your head you can see small glitter particles. Yep. Pink and maybe purple. I look like a clown. By the way, I will end this video now, but I really liked, you know, I put the green shimmer here and then the blue here just to mix in with the blue matte. But then I took just a little of the red and put here before I took, you know, the corner highlight. And it looks really cool just to have that little red there. Little red there. I don't know if it looks super patchy for you here, but it doesn't look like that over here. And now I will end the video, and my hair is falling down, I can see. So